But first we want to talk about another terror group perhaps working in South Lebanon. There is growing fear that Hezbollah is not the only terror group operating there, that in fact Al-Qaeda has already established a foothold of sorts in some parts of South Lebanon. We asked CNN's Michael Ware to investigate.
The children in Kana. Grief turning to rage on Beirut streets. Could this push Lebanon one step closer to the kind of violence Al-Qaeda has brought to Iraq? While so many hope the tragedy in Kana can force peace, Al-Qaeda may be planning otherwise.
The whole world is an open field for us. They attack us everywhere, we will attack them everywhere. They gang up to wage war on us, our Islamic nation will fight them and wage war on them.
In his most polished video yet, bin Laden's deputy thrust Sunni Al-Qaeda into a conflict dominated by Hezbollah, a Shia rival. If al-Dhawari's message resonates anywhere, it could be in these overcrowded streets. Western intelligence claims Al-Qaeda resides here.
All these pictures which are seen now all over the world will create terrorism and will increase terrorism, you see. And the USA government will receive the reaction of this terrorism because the support of the American government to the Israelis in their invasion and in their killing to our people, what will you expect?
Sheikh Jamal Khattab holds an MBA from the American University in Beirut. American and Israeli intelligence say his Al-Noor mosque is at the center of a swirling mix of Al-Qaeda-linked militia groups based in the camp, a charge he denies.
For the moment, I don't think Al-Qaeda will be present here in Lebanon. But if USA government will continue in their acts, I think they will create Al-Qaeda all over the world, even in USA.
His Hamas allies in the camp agree, calling Al-Qaeda's response to the Israeli operations understandable.
This is normal. We as Muslims are like one body. If one organ is infected, all other organs come to the rescue.
Even though Al-Qaeda does not have the toehold in Lebanon, it does in other countries. There is a sentiment that the longer this conflict drags on, the greater the risk that that may change. As a senior Lebanese army officer told me, well, we all need help. In the end, the absence of a strong Al-Qaeda presence in Lebanon may not matter. Islamic militancy is already entrenched here. Ask those rubbing shoulders with Hezbollah whether Israel is crippling the guerrillas, and the answer is emphatic.
It's impossible. Impossible. Not possible. Impossible.
And for Hezbollah at least, it seems there is no shortage of Shia recruits, including this 11-year-old boy.
We will remain in Beirut even if it's bombed. We will not let the shelters fill with people, even if we turn into martyrs for God.
Michael Ware joins me now from Beirut. Michael, does the Lebanese government have control over this camp?
No, Anderson, none whatsoever. The Lebanese government can exercise no authority within the confines of this camp. The Lebanese army surrounds the facility and secures it, but once inside, anyone is untouchable. Lebanese police cannot go in there. The Palestinians administer the camp themselves, have their own makeshift courts and deliver their own services. So we've seen in the past suspected terrorists or insurgents enter the camps and take sanctuary. Anderson?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like any refugee camp I've seen. I mean, what's it like in there?
Well, this is the thing about this camp, like several others dotted across Lebanon. This one has been here more than 5 decades. Since the creation of the State of Israel, you have 70,000 people living within less than 1 square mile. So it's like a mini town itself. So there's lots of buildings, lots of little alleyways, nooks. These people have had lots of time to establish both their society and their strongholds. Anderson?
Fascinating. Michael Ware, appreciate it, from Beirut.